Cheating is a sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ivory. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Louisville's offense takes the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Under fire. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. NC State now operating from the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Rushes on him. No more time to throw. The quarterback is sacked at the 35. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Middleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. Spits it out to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Leon. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Middleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. That's caught. It's Middleton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Play number 10 on this series. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivory. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Makes it past the marker. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down, turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Smith dropping to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole Boy, he's going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Peace. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. Busts through behind his pad. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield. It's Peace. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Peace. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets the back moving. Smith wants to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Peace. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll go hurry up here. Smith dropping to pass. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Middleton. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peace. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They're working that left side. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights. Good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
The Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to throw. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peace. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. dead center perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to the play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece in fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for... He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got a man, it's Leon. Nice move. Create some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Smith dropping to pass.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll leave it with him. Slithers into space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The give on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bryant. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Gonna run it. It's Leon. Got some room, entered to the goal line. a run in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give out of the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Wide receiver going in motion. The inside handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Sets up the screen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Powers forward. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got the 1st down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Leon. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.